Welcome back to the Diamond Riley podcast, the show for women building predictable income without sacrificing their life. If you are done with hustle culture, constant content creation, and feeling like your business has to come before your family, you're in the right place. Here, we focus on clarity over chaos, alignment over pressure, and systems that support your life, not consume it. Today, we're talking about a concept that will completely change how you sell, the one pain framework. Because most businesses don't fail because their offer is bad. They fail because they're trying to solve everything, and in doing so, they dilute the one problem that actually drives people to buy. Let's set up the stage. You're posting consistently, your content is engaging, your offers are out there, but when it comes to sales, the results are a little inconsistent. Here's why. You're speaking to every frustration your audience could possibly have. You're trying to fix every problem, you're highlighting every benefit, you're over-explaining and over-promising. And while that may feel safe, it kills conversion. Because the truth is, people don't buy solutions to everything. They buy solutions to the pain that matters the most to them right now. So here is the question I want you to hold in your mind throughout the episode. What pain actually drives purchasing decisions for my audience? Let's break it down. The one pain framework is really simple. Your audience only acts when one problem feels urgent. Not aspirational, not hypothetical, urgent. Think about it this way. Your client doesn't care that your program could solve 12 different issues. They care about the one thing keeping them awake at night. So step one is to identify the core pain. Ask yourself, what is the current frustration that motivates someone to act right now, today? If you solve this, what would their life look like immediately after? Step 2, prioritize. Don't multiply. You might have 3 to 5 common problems your audience faces, and that's great for awareness. But for selling, you need to choose the one problem that actually triggers decision making. Step 3, narrow your message. Every piece of content, every ad, every email should speak directly to that pain. If it doesn't, it dilutes your offer. So here's the thing. Solving everything feels like value, but to the buyer, it feels like noise. And noise is going to kill conversion. So here's a practical exercise. And as always, grab your notebook, a pen, or open your Google Doc. We're going to narrow it down. So, step 1. We're going to list 3 to 5 problems your program could solve. Step 2, we're going to ask yourself, which problem keeps my client awake at night? Which one would make them act today if I solved it? Step 3, we're going to circle the one pain that triggers decision making. Step 4, we're going to rewrite one marketing message. That could be a post, an email, ad copy, or a landing page. But we're only going to speak to that one pain. This small shift will start filtering in the right buyers. Stop wasting ad dollars and make your offer feel obvious. Here's the key. The businesses that scale the fastest aren't the ones solving everything. They're the ones who identify the one pain that motivates their audience, and they build messaging and content and offers around that. When you get this right, your content starts to convert. Your sales page becomes easier to write, your ads stop leaking money, and your audience sees you as the obvious solution because you're not guessing. You're speaking to the problem they already feel, not the one you think they should feel. So if you're listening and thinking, okay, I need help figuring out the one pain that drives my buyers, I created a free resource to make this very easy, and it's called the Pain Prioritization Matrix. What a tongue twister. And inside, you'll learn how to map all the pains your audience is facing right now, Identify which pain actually triggers buying decisions, and narrow your messaging so your offer feels obvious and urgent. You can grab this worksheet for free, and it will be linked in the show notes. Use it to stop guessing and start selling with clarity. If this episode helped you, share it with a fellow entrepreneur who's doing all the things but struggling to convert sales. And remember, solving everything kills clarity. Selling doesn't happen because your offer is better. It happens because your message hits the pain your buyer can't ignore. Your business gets to support your life, not the other way around. I'll talk to you in the next episode of the Diamond Riley Podcast.